Okay, in this video, we're going to be going over what gives a personal brand leverage in the digital economy. If you don't know who I am, my name is Preston Rhodes. I own automationaccelerator.com, and I generated over 6 figures within my first 12 months of online business. I kind of have this college dropout success story where I went from being an average business major lost in college to then running a 6-figure automation agency helping online business owners build entirely automated businesses. This video is extremely important because I was able to leverage a personal brand to triple my business within 6 months. Building a personal brand will change your business forever. Now I know what you're gonna say, it's not possible for me and it's never gonna happen to me, and you have to get lucky to build a following on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, etc. But that is simply not the case. And I'm here to tell you that today because I was in the same position around 7 months ago when I thought the same exact thing. And I'm gonna break down to you exactly why that isn't true because of the day and age we live in the digital marketing space or the digital economy. Right now, we live in a day and age with the digital economy to where anybody can generate 6 figures online. I confidently believe that anybody who at least builds a personal brand or creates content can get up to 6 figures a month in their personal brand or in their online business, no matter what you are selling or who you are. Now, there's a shift right now in the digital marketing space, and it's over to TikTok. If you've noticed, companies are now paying creators, UGC content creators, to make content for their brand. And the majority of their marketing budgets are now going towards paying content creators instead of running traditional ads or commercials on TV. And why is that the case? Well, it's because people trust authenticity. I'm telling you, no one wants to buy from a company anymore. So what do? They are now paying creators to make that content for them as it comes off as less salesy and more original. So this is one thing that we've been noticing. Big companies, clothing brands, apps, you name it, are now paying creators, and I'm now even one of the creators that gets paid for creating user-generated content. If you've also noticed recently, if you're on TikTok or you're on these social media platforms, that there are a lot of people starting online businesses, creating different paid communities, or even selling courses. And this might disgust you that somebody with no experience at all can come onto a platform like TikTok, make a viral video, and sell tens of thousands of dollars of information that they didn't even spend the actual time themselves gathering. If you've also noticed that ad spend budgets for digital ad space on TikTok as well as Instagram is also one of the biggest spendings of companies in today's day and age to get in front of users that will buy their products and that will become long-term customers. And they're able to do so because these big companies like TikTok, Instagram, and Meta are gathering user data and then selling it for ad space so that they can hyper target specific demographics depending on what that company's goals are. If you've also noticed, affiliate marketing has become so much easier. Instead of having a referral system through word of mouth, you can now in just less than 10 minutes set up an affiliate marketing campaign for your business that allows users anywhere around the world to promote your services and receive commissions from it. So what kind of content is allowing people to leverage their personal brand to generate income for their online coaching business, agency, you name it? Well, I can tell you from my experience and in our industry, or if you're watching this, probably your industry too, but it is simple. It is value-driven content. Nobody wants to watch all of the BS anymore. If you've noticed, Netflix shows, all of these movies that are coming out, nobody wants to watch that anymore. It's not as good as it used to be. And people in the market is craving utility. People are craving utility and they want valuable content or valuable information that they're consuming in short form content, something actionable that they can go and implement after seeing your video. I was able to build a following of 30,000 users on TikTok within my first 6 months of posting content. And no, my content didn't just blow up out of nowhere. There's something called the feedback loop where you just get started, you learn what works, you learn what doesn't, and you learn what people want to see. You have to play the game in order to understand how the game works. One thing that I like to tell my friends and the people that come to me and ask me how to get more clients in their business is one thing. I tell them, well, how are people supposed to buy from you if they don't know who you are? And think about that for a second, because it's true. Everything is digital now. Since COVID-19 happened, work went remote. Everybody went remote. People didn't leave their house. They adapted new systems and processes to live their day-to-day life, and the majority of it is done on the internet. So what are we doing in order to generate income and leverage a personal brand for our business? Whether it's a personal brand or creating valuable content for your company, it's all the same. We are doing one thing and one thing only. We are picking the thing that we are best at, the thing that most excites us, and the thing that we most want to share with others. And we are picking up the phone and making that first video and sharing with the world what problems you solve, what their pain points are, and understand what your ideal customer wants to watch. Yes, there's a difference between viral content and non-viral content that provides more information. But as you learn digital marketing and growing a personal brand, you'll start to understand that there are funnels, there are different traffic sources where you can then convert these eyeballs into customers. But it's never been easier to get in front of millions of eyeballs, millions of potential customers in this day and age. And from simply leveraging content creation to build a personal brand and become a producer in the ecosystem of content creators and content consumers. You've probably seen some type of content online from the Sigma male creators that you are just a consumer in this ecosystem and that you spend hours a day on your phone on these platforms consuming content. And from my experience of going from consuming content on an hourly basis every single day to producing content on an hourly basis every day comes down to one thing and one thing only. I was able to realize that every single person that I was consuming content from was monetizing it in some way to where I was just another potential customer. If you scroll on TikTok and you see your For You page, click on every single video that you are consuming. The creators have a link in their bio. They're selling digital products. They're driving traffic to an offer, and they are making money off of your click, off of your eyeball, and your engagement. And when you realize this, it really opens your mind to what's possible. And whether you are a coach, consultant, or you even don't think you can provide value in this digital economy, that's not true. There's something that you can talk about, that you can share with the world, that others will take as valuable information. You just have to package it in a way, in a structure, in a framework to where it's engaging and it can convert customers. And that's the easiest part. Building an audience isn't easy, but it can happen overnight. One video done right, done perfect by accident can get you over 10,000 followers, unlocking you that link in your bio to then start directing traffic to. But you need to be ready, because I'm telling you, if you create content, it will happen to you. It can and will happen to you. So you're gonna need to be ready for that. Understanding how you're gonna monetize your personal brand or your content creation can be difficult at first. I struggled with this too, but you can't get to the point where you have to worry about monetizing views if you are not producing content that is getting views. So let's talk about why a personal brand is valuable and what asset you are essentially building by creating content online for your offer. There's just a few things that through my experience, I have been able to identify as the most valuable assets in building a personal brand. And number one would be user data. TikTok is a platform where they are building AI models to algorithmically place your content in front of other people. And how are they doing that? They are doing that through gathering user data. So when you can direct traffic and direct those eyeballs to an opt-in page or to a funnel, you can gather tens of thousands of contact information over the course of just a few months. You can do this from a newsletter, a free resource, or even set up a payment funnel. They say that for every 1,000 emails that you have in your email list equates to an additional $1,000 a month in your business done with the correct marketing strategy. If you can build an email list, perfect an offer, learn how to provide value for free to where you're practically giving away information, you can build an email list that will start to generate your business an additional $10,000 a month in recurring revenue. What else have I noticed? Number two is the cost per acquisition of your customer in your business. When you can get in front of millions of people at practically no cost without running any ads, you are going to get a small percentage of prospects that end up being qualified and on your calendar, no matter what you're selling. And through setting up a simple form in your funnel, you are able to divert traffic to other sources based on how qualified this prospect is. So we're creating content and then we're driving traffic to an application application form to where we can then take on calls, sales calls, high ticket calls, whatever you're selling with qualified prospects. And depending on what your price point is for your offer, you are able to acquire a customer at an almost zero cost compared to the traditional $50, $100, $200 per lead in the paid advertising space. I was able to scale my automation agency to $20,000 a month within our second month of launching from simply leveraging my personal brand. And these customers came to me at little to no cost. What else have I learned? Number 3 is networking. Once you are able to build the social credibility and the authority from gathering a large audience of people that are interested in the topic that you're talking about, you then unlock access and unlock attention to other people in your space that are your age and killing it. If you have over 10,000 followers, you are instantly obtaining a status of some sort in the digital economy to where other individuals that are producing consistently and getting the same numbers as you will become friends, business partners, strategic partnerships, and mentors. You are then able to get more case studies, more referrals, as well as get access to other people in the space. They say that an average individual is just 5 people away from anyone in the world. When you build a personal brand and a following on social media, I believe that number turns into 2. With building a personal brand, you are able to unlock access to high status people, obtain low cost prospects and customers for your business, as well as collect user data that will allow you to generate more sales in your business in just a few months. If it was so easy to do, then why isn't everyone doing it? And I'll tell you, it's the same reason that you're watching this video and you haven't done it yet, is because people fail to take action to create content because of a few things. One would be that they're afraid what their family, their friends, and their peers will think of them once they start to post about their goals online. And I'll tell you that it's a part of the game. I went through the same exact thing. I had people in college making fun of me all the time, and I even used to go to the bar and I would have girls laugh at me because of what I was posting. But they didn't know that there was a day for me where everything clicked, to where I knew that a personal page on social media was going to do me no good in the future if I didn't turn it into a profitable acquisition system. And through branding my social medias, sharing with the world what I do, and gathering a following of over 30,000 people, I've been able to book consistent appointments on my calendar every day with qualified prospects ready to spend tens of thousands of dollars for my services. And like I said, if you're still in this video saying, that can't be me, it's all luck, it's not possible, it is. And you won't understand that until you try. I'm serious. You will not understand or unlock a part of your mind that even truly understands what is possible in the digital space unless you take that first step. And once you take that first step, you're going to find out pretty soon that through sharing with the world in the digital economy what value you provide to the ecosystem, that you are going to start to change more people's lives, provide better services for your clients, and build a reputation that is going to follow you for the rest of your life. If you're watching this and you already have a business but not a personal brand, then I'm going to tell you it's going to happen quick. I had to learn business and personal branding at the same time. If you already have a business, it is a no-brainer to start producing content on all of your social media platforms to get in front of millions of eyeballs and potential customers in your pipeline. But once you make that viral video, what do you need to do to ensure that you can turn these prospects into customers without spending a single time doing it yourself? Well, there's just a few things that myself and my company specialize in, and that would be automating inbound traffic. And if you're watching this and you already have a personal brand, then listen up, you're gonna need to hear this. You're gonna need to understand your client avatar, their pain points, their symptoms, how they think, what books they read, what movies they watch. You're gonna need to understand this, and you're going to do so through participating in workshops, writing down all of this, and coming to the understanding of who your ideal prospect is. And then you're gonna create valuable short form content about the problems you solve to the point where you're practically creating competition or giving away information for free. And it doesn't matter how valuable your content is. You're going to need to be able to present yourself as an expert, as a professional, in order to build that authority and that social credibility flexibility in your need. And you're able to do so by ensuring that your videos are engaging and they're in the right setting. They have the right backgrounds. And then from there, all you're gonna need is a basic understanding of how to download a video editing platform. It doesn't have to be hard. I use Descript. I'm editing this video right now with Descript. Once you make that video, you can upload it and make it fit the attention span of the average TikTok user. And you can do this through adding captions and cropping every second of your video that doesn't have you speaking in it. And when you do this, you'll be able to put together a value-driven short form content video that's gonna generate you sales in less than 30 minutes. And from there, it's about uploading it and engaging with the audience that you're building as you're doing it. And once you build that audience, you're then going to need one call to action, one offer, so that your viewers understand exactly what your services are and how you can help them. And you can do so through setting up a simple funnel with just your logo on it, explaining what you do, who you help, maybe a video sales letter on it, and then an application form where you're going to ask questions that allow you to understand if you can even help this person, if you can even spend a second of your valuable time to get on a call with this person. And once they go ahead and submit it, if they're not qualified, you can use a filter to send them elsewhere. And if they are qualified, they go straight on your calendar. And from there, you are able to automate the entire process of acquiring inbound customers through you simply just creating content and taking sales calls, because the entire process of getting this person into your funnel is done from TikTok and from the other software tools that you're going to leverage in order to get them on your calendar, so that you're only spending your time talking to qualified prospects who've seen who you are, know exactly what you do and how you can help them, and then you're going to have a closing rate that is through the roof. Automating and directing traffic is the easy part about building a personal brand. The hardest part is realizing that it's possible for you to do, and that's possible for anyone to do, but little to no people do it at all. So take a moment, look at your screen time, and tell yourself that you are making other companies and other people with personal brands tens of thousands of dollars a month by spending your valuable time consuming content on these platforms on a consistent basis. And instead, understand that you can change the world, you can build an audience, it's all possible for you. All you need to do is produce. From there, the feedback loop will tell you how to make better content. You will start to understand what the market wants and how the algorithm works. And then you will be able to drive traffic to your sales funnel, to your booking page, to turn your personal brand into an acquisition system. And from doing so, you're going to be able to obtain multiple different things that we would consider assets in the digital economy, like gathering contact information, extremely low cost per acquisition of customers, and a network of high status, high net worth individuals who can get you more referrals, become customers, or even collaborate with you. And from there, it's all simple. It's all about automation. It's all about providing a good service, and you will learn the rest of the ropes. If you think this is valuable information and you know that yourself or others are experiencing the same exact thing, make sure to share this video with friends, like it, comment down below what your opinion is on this topic, and make sure you save it and act on what you just learned. And if you have a personal brand and you are struggling to monetize it and you are struggling to remove yourself from the process of getting them on your calendar, then reach out to me, reach out to my company, and I'll be able to help you turn your personal brand into a customer acquisition system that is entirely automated, so that you only spend your time on sales calls, creating content, and driving sales. If you want to work with myself and my company to save you thousands of tasks per month through implementing automated workflows, standard operating procedures, and systemized processes, then click the link below and apply to work with me, where we'll ask you a few questions to see if you're a good fit, and then I'll talk to you one-on-one and explain to you how everything will go from there. And if you find this content valuable and you know that automation is something that you need to learn or implement in your business or your clients' businesses, then I have a link down below for my Skool.com community, to where you can get access to all of my workflows, all of my SOPs, all of the right softwares to use and leverage in your business, and a community of like-minded, high-performing individuals that are all interested in the same thing. Then click the link down below and apply to learn with me. We'll ask you a few questions, see if you're a good fit, and then I'll hop on a call with you one-on-one to explain everything to you from there on out. I hope you found this video valuable. I sure did, and I enjoy making content like this. So subscribe and stay tuned for more.